Hello, this is Mike Fay with Calvin Castine, and we're at Northeastern Clinton Central School for CVAC girls varsity soccer action between the visiting Moriah Vikings and the Northeastern Clinton Cougars. As that last shot was taken by Kavanaugh, almost a goal. We'll give you the rosters. For Moriah, number 2, Laura Gilbus. Number 3, Kim Harvish. 4, Ashley Campbell. 5, Alicia Bryant. 6, Melissa Harvish. 7, Megan Lindsay. Number 8, Marie Yangish. Number 9, Amy Drake. Number 10, Tanya Sherman. And almost another goal. Number 11, Abby Briggs. 12, Megan Gilbo. 14, Jennifer Quain. 16, Jackie Gajewski. Number 17, Erica Garrison. 18, Sue Tifo. 19, Nicole Trombley. 20, Jennifer Miron. 23, Jamie Trapesso. And in goal, Ashley Tifo. The Vikings are coached by Steve Primavu. For Northeastern, number 1, Megan Casey. Number 2, Trish Gooley. 3, Elise LaFountain. Number 4, Ashley Walter. Number 5, Ashley Burtz. Number 6, Lauren Kavanaugh. 7, Brenda Bailey. Number 8, Haley Desereau. Number 10, Margie Fay. Number 12, Christy Favreau. Number 13, Brandy Bowman. Number 14, Brandy Sample. 21, Rachel Dutil. 22, Gina Brassard. 23, Debbie Trombley. 24, Amanda Clark. 25, Anna Boardman. And in goal for Northeastern, Chantel Cardan. Cougars are coached by Josie Gilroy, assisted by Rob Francis and Sarah Dupie. Rob is at, I think, Lake Placid tonight with the JV squad. And Sarah Dupie is down by the bus garage with the modified squad. And we'll get into that a little bit. This is an early start for this game. The Vikings have no JV squad. A late start. It's supposed to be a 4:30 start. We actually didn't get underway until almost 4:50, 4:45, waiting for a ref. And that's another thing. The referees for this afternoon's contest, Barry Norton. There will be another one, hopefully, but Norton is working alone right now. But as I was saying, the Vikings have no JV squad, and their varsity squad, not a very good squad. I was looking at the standings as it's crossed by Dutil. Walter is there, and it's in the net. 1-0 Northeastern, just like that. Northeastern draws first blood. Walter from Dutil at the 3:04 mark, and it's 1-0 Northeastern. As I was saying, Moriah, not a very strong squad, CVAC girls soccer. They're a Class D school. And not only does that, of course, make them a smaller school, but they have no JV program, which means obviously they have no feeders going into varsity. And you have quite a few of the players out there that have very little experience, and probably some of them should be playing JV as opposed to playing varsity. Anyway, Moriah, up to the start of this game, has given up 54 goals on the season. They are 0-7. They've given up 54 goals, and they've scored 0. Scored no goals yet this season. Northeastern, on the other hand, have scored 19 goals and have given up 1 and stand 6-0 at the top of Division I CVAC and 8-0 overall. So it's going to be a tough game for Northeastern to maintain any kind of an edge. And right there you could see it, the Viking player number 10, Tanya Sherman, had at least 4 or 5 steps on the Northeastern players, and both Clark and Burtz caught up to her before she could even control the ball. So I expect that the majority of this game will be played in Moriah's end, and there's not even a guess on how many goals can be scored. But we were talking before the game. I remember a game against Moriah a few years ago that I've talked about several times over the years, where Northeastern was certainly, they were undefeated, and they were expected to beat Moriah pretty badly, and they came in here and outshot the Vikings 55-5, and it was still a 1-1 tie. And here's a ball. It should have, and a shot on net, and it'll be a corner kick for Northeastern. Tifo with the save off Rachel Dutil, and it'll be the first kick of the game for Northeastern.
Get to the ball, Cougars.
Nice ball right into the center. That could be and is a handball. That ball bounced right up as Megan Casey tried to volley it into the back of the net. It bounced right up and hit her in the arm. Unfortunate. These games are tough, as I said, for Northeastern to maintain any kind of an edge or any kind of intensity. It's not like they're playing against a Plattsburgh or an NAC or some other rival. And if Northeastern were to lay back a little bit, that's when injuries happen. So it's going to be a tough job for Josie to keep the ladies intense.
Come on, Cougars, work hard.
Desero being pressured by Lindsay. Lindsay wins that one. Lindsay still trying to get the cross off, falls down, and Desero all alone should clear it up. Up for Kavanaugh. Dumped in by Kajewski. And for Quain. Quain still controlling in the center. Broken up by Clark, and now Trombley clears up into the center.
Come on, Cougars, get in there.
Garrison dumps into the center. Clark gets there. Clark still trying to control and does. Up the wing. Dutil with some speed.
Push it, Cougars.
Wants to keep it on the outside. Has plenty of room to turn now. Just barely beaten to the ball. Finally gets the cross off. Right there's Favreau. Trying to turn it, and it goes wide. Northeastern substitutions. Trish Gooley is in the game. Margie Fay into the game. Brenda Bailey. On the far side, Gina Brassert. And I think that'll do it. Bailey crosses into the center. Walter gets there. Can't get the shot off, and it's cleared out. Fay intercepts. Tries to dip it. Push the ball in. Intercepts again. Gets it to LaFountain. LaFountain wants to get a shot off. Quain breaks that up, and it's punched in again by Northeastern. And right back out through the center. Trombley steps up, switches fields. Out to the outside, stopped by Harvish. She can't control, and then it'll go out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for Northeastern.
Come on, Cougars, look sharp.
Fay with a long throw down into the corner for Brassard. Brassard to Walter. Walter with the shot, blocked at the last second. And that player's down, took a hard shot right off the stomach. Finally out of bounds. It should be a goal kick, and we're going to stop the clock. We'll get the number in a second. That was number 17. Erica Garrison took that hard shot from off the foot of Ashley Walter, right in the chest, right in the stomach. Knocked the wind out of her. She went out on her own power, so I'm sure we'll see her again. Lady Cougars can cheat a little bit here. They can see that the Vikings are not very good on their goal kicks. And if they can pick them up soon enough, they can get a shot right off the bat. Here comes Brassard on the outside, a pass from Burtz. Brassard crosses, and Tifo makes the stop.
Go Cougars!
Clark tips to Bailey. Bailey tries to get one to Walter, but intercepted and cleared. Now Champlain to the outside for Desereau. Desereau has Bailey wide open. Fakes, pushes a nice through pass, and Gooley is there, but offsides is called, and we're going to see a lot of that, I think, because with only one ref, Mr. Norton is actually behind the play, and anything that's even close, he's going to call offsides.
Come on, work hard, Cougars.
Quain up through to the near side for Lindsay, taken by Trombley and up the wing. Stopped by Gooley. Gooley
Push it, Cougars.
wants to push it to the outside. He's cutting right back into the center of the defense. Now Walter goes around one defender, two defenders. Has the ball just inside the 18. Left-footed shot just wide. Goal kick for the Vikings. Brassard with a shot. Tifo with the stop. Tifo down on her knees. You see a goalie that does that, you want to shoot it hard and low. It's going to be difficult for them to control any rebounds. No mobility once they kneel down. Desereau to Bailey. Bailey will throw it in again.
Come on, Cougars, push it. Let's go. Get a workout here.
Nice header by Gooley over for Walter. Walter broken up by Harvish. Fay gets there, keeps it going to Brassard. Brassard can't get around Harvish. That's Kim Harvish on the far side. Finally out of bounds, and Northeastern will throw it in. Fay with a long throw over the defense. Chipped high in the air. Brassard can't control. And it's finally cleared out by Burtz. Fay gets there. Fay turns it back. Broken up. And now LaFountain. LaFountain back to Desereau for control. Desereau stopped, but then regains. Pushes through, and offside called again.
Come on, girls, watch the outsides over here.
Come on, talk to each other. Let's go.
Girls, let's get a good line.
Muron up into the center. LaFountain to Burtz. Burtz blows by one defender and pushes a pass through. It's inside the box. If Walter can get there first, she does. It's off Tifo and finally cleared out by number 3, Harvish. Harvish backing up her goalie. Saved Moriah the second goal of the game. A low corner that gets through. Burtz is there and puts it high over top of the net. Another low goal kick. Northeastern substitutions: Boardman, Brassard, Favreau, and Dutil. In for Northeastern, also Bowman, Brandy Bowman in the game. A high shot just over the crossbar.
Nice
And last shot taken by Anna Boardman, just over the crossbar. To the outside, Bowman gets there first, pushes through for Favreau. Favreau just at the 18, surrounded by 4 Vikings. Now Bowman on the outside. Bowman needs to go deeper, pushes back for LaFountain. LaFountain with the shot, and it's in the net. At least LaFountain.
Good shot, Elise.
Northeastern's second goal scored by Elise LaFountain, with the assist going to Brandy Bowman at the 14:27 mark. Just got confirmation from Barry Norton. It was nice of him.
Hustle.
I wasn't going to ask him to, since he's the only one out there, I wasn't going to ask him to do that for me, but the refs are very accommodating for us here at Hometown Cable, giving us the official score. Bowman on the near side, down the wing for Favreau. Favreau trying to get by one. The ball does. Back to Bowman. Bowman gets the cross off. It's right through the center. Broken up by Harvish. And now LaFountain trying to turn it. Gets too far in front of her. She gets it right back again. Dumps it in. Broken up by Melissa Harvish. Bowman will not allow her to clear it. Goes to Desro. Desro to LaFountain. LaFountain can't control, and it's finally cleared out up into the center for Gelbus. Now Clark with the shot, and Tifo takes it on a bounce for the easy save. 24-18 remaining in this first. Tremblay trying to clear and knocks the ball off Gilbus, and it'll be Northeastern throw-in. Bowman down the wing for Favreau. Favreau trying to turn it, gets it back to Bowman. Bowman crosses into the center, but it's behind Favreau, and it's picked up by Gajewski. One of them skis. LaFountain switches fields over for Burtz. Burtz gets by one. Up for Boardman, but it's out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Vikings. Burtz. Long throw. Dutil has some room on the outside. Took one step too many. I thought she might have had a cross, but she took one step too many, and it'll be a throw-in for Northeastern. In the center, Favreau trying to get the shot off and can't. Bowman does, but it deflects, and it'll go out of bounds. Should be a corner kick, and is. Corner kick for Northeastern. Clark with the corner. Still in play. Favreau takes the shot and hits the outside of the net. It'll be a goal kick for the Vikings. 21-48 remaining in the first. It's 2-0 Northeastern. Stopped by Casey. Northeastern substitutions. Casey is back in. She's replaced LaFountain. Bowman takes a soft shot that goes out of bounds. Casey chips right back in, deflects to Favreau, just at the 18, trying to get the shot off. Crosses over for Walter. Walter takes the shot. Defoe with a great save. Turned by Favreau. Defoe with a skate save, as they say in hockey. A weak clear taken by Desro. Desro off Favreau. Desro back for Burtz. Burtz tries to get it to Walter. Walter tries to change direction and does to Favreau, and it's in. Favreau from Walter. Northeastern's third goal, scored by Christy Favreau. Assist going to Ashley Walter at the 19:18 mark. Is 3-0 Northeastern. And the only exercise that Chantel Carnahan is getting is when Northeastern scores and she's able to run the length of the field to congratulate her teammates. I don't believe she's even touched the ball yet so far. And I'd be surprised if she gets to touch it much for the rest of the game. As I said, Vikings, before the start of this game, have given up 54 goals this year. in 7 games, and they've scored none. So now they've given up 57 goals. A nice give and go. Favreau to Dutil, back to Favreau, just a little too far. And Melissa Harvish comes across the 18 to clear it out of bounds. Desereau to Favreau. Favreau back for Desereau. Bowman gets there first. Casey tries to pass to Favreau, and it's out of bounds. Goal kick stopped by Walter to the outside. Crossed over. Dutil gets there, but it's cleared out. Now Clark with a shot. Cleared out again. Bowman to Walter. Walter tries to get it back to Bowman, but Burtz gets there. Burtz tries to get a shot off. Broken up. Too many people inside that box. Northeastern needs to take a shot from outside. They can't dribble through the entire Moriah team. Cleared out. Now it's a 3-on-1. But Burtz comes right back. Pushed. There's some frustration. Tanya Sherman, again, she was the player that had a good 10 or so feet, or maybe more, maybe 12, 15 feet on Northeastern defenders, and within a span of a couple of steps, they just overran her and took the ball away. Now this time through frustration, she gave Ashley Burtz a little shove in the back. Burtz with a nice ball through for Favreau, all alone. And Favreau just let the ball get too far in front of her. She tipped it at the 18. It just got too far in front of her. And Tifo able to come out and deflect it out of the box before Favreau was ready to take the shot.
Come on.
Casey into the center, stopped by Queen. Casey right back into it again. Now Desereau off her foot out of bounds, and it'll be Moriah throwing. Walter from Dutil. Walter, a nice little tip to Boardman. Boardman right back to Walter. Walter gets the shot off the crossbar. Dutil is there but can't get the shot off. Now Casey does, and Defoe with the stop. A good rush by Northeastern. Some nice little tip passes from Walter to Boardman and back to Walter again. That ball came off the first shot, and Dutil bounced too high for Dutil to get a shot off. And then Casey. I don't know how that's a corner kick, but it is. Off Gooley. Northeastern substitutions. Gooley is back in. Kavanaugh in. Fay in. And I think there might be one more. But I'm sure we'll catch up to that player in a minute. Another corner kick for Northeastern. It gets to Casey. Casey tries to get it to Walter. It's crossed in the front and finally cleared by Lindsay. Right back in, out of bounds, and a goal kick for the Vikings. 16 minutes remaining in this first half. It's 3-0 Northeastern. Walter intercepts the goal kick and hits the post. And there it is, Gooley with the 4th goal of the game. Northeastern's 4th goal, scored by Trish Gooley, assisted by Ashley Walter, 24-18 mark. A great play, Walter intercepting the goal kick, taking it into the far side, took the shot. It was off the post. It went behind Tifo off the post, and Gooley was right there to just tip the ball across the line for Northeastern's 4th goal. Fay chips down the far side. LaFountain gets there off a deflection. LaFountain pushes through for Brassert. Brassert tries to turn it and does, but Harvish is there. Harvish to the outside. Burtz gets there. Again, Northeastern putting on some pressure, looking for their 5th goal. Burtz crosses, and Desiro trying to control and can't, and it's punched down the line by Lindsay. Now Kavanaugh back to Favreau, but offsides is called. Direct kick stopped by Gooley. Gooley, an inside-out move. One too many moves. It deflects to the far side. And Brasser with the kick. It should turn into a corner kick. This is Northeastern's, I think, 5th or 6th corner kick in this first half.
To the ball,
Fountain. Fay tries to get it to Gooley, can't. Burt sneaks in, gets the shot off, but it's cleared. Nice stop by Clark. And offsides again. Favreau off a deflection. Broken up the last second by Miron, and it'll be Northeastern throw-in. Punch to the inside. Dutel gets the cross off to the far side. Brassert can't shoot. Pushes back for Fay. Fay, a high shot that's over the crossbar, out of bounds. Goal kick stopped by LaFountain. LaFountain gives way for Clark. Clark back to LaFountain. LaFountain back to Clark. It squishes through and fired by Kavanaugh, and Tifo with the stop.
Work the ball.
Desiro to Gooley, to now Kavanaugh, down for Dutel. Dutel can cross from there and does a nice cross, and Tifo with a nice play to come out to stop the cross before Gooley or Brassert can put the 5th goal behind her.
Come on, Cougars, work on the
Burtz
ball.
broken up. Northeastern in control. Down to the far side. Brassert is there. Tries to get a cross off. It goes out of bounds before she can, and it'll be a goal kick. Another weak goal kick. Desiro chips high, far side. Stopped, but not controlled. Now Burtz comes in, gets the shot off just over the crossbar.
Good shot, Burtzy.
Another weak goal kick. Northeastern substitutions. Bowman is in. Also Brassert on the far side. And Elise LaFountain back in the center. I think that'll do it. Bowman tries to push a pass through, can't. Off a deflection to LaFountain. LaFountain with a hard shot. It goes wide. It'll be another goal kick for the Vikings. Another goal kick right into the center. I don't know why the Vikings haven't learned 30 minutes into this first half, and I don't think they've gotten a goal kick past Northeastern's midfielders. Or their front line, for that matter.
There it is.
Through for Dutil. Off a deflection, gets to Bowman. Bowman can't get there before it's cleared by Harvish. Now Dutil on the near side, back for Bowman. Bowman tries to cross, and Harvish is there again. Dutil with a weak shot that's easily stopped by Tifo.
Come on, Cougars, work hard.
At least the Vikings on their goal kicks, if they're going to be weak, they should change up their location so Northeastern can't pack that one area and just punch the ball right back in again. Gooley gets there, gets the ball by the defense. Dutil with a pass back for Brassard. It's intercepted and cleared. Lindsay broken up, and Desiro comes right back again, tries to push a pass through. Defender falls down. Could have been dangerous play, but waved off, and LaFountain keeps it going to the outside for Brassard. Brassard goes back to Boardman for control. Boardman tries to turn it, gets it to Burtz. Burtz can't control. Clark gets there, right back in again, and offsides. Now there's a decent goal kick to the far side, and nobody was there with a white shirt, and the Vikings still unable to control it upfield, but at least they got a successful goal kick. Desiro to Bowman on the far side, intercepted. Dutil trying to keep it in, and does. And Dutil still controlling. She'll get a cross off. It's a low cross. Gooley is there, and the net. Gina Brassard on the far side from Rachel Dutil.
That's where to be.
Northeastern's 5th goal, Gina Brassard from Rachel Dutil at the 32:47 mark. And this is the blowout that we expected. Dutil all alone. Off a deflection, it gets to Bowman on the outside. Bowman will get a cross off. Goes back to Dutil for control, and it's out of bounds off Melissa Harvish. And it'll be a corner kick for Northeastern. Out of bounds. Good time right in the center. Another weak goal kick, but this time taken by Queen. Queen broken up. And she gets it back and goes far side, too far out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Northeastern. Burtz with a long throw and over the defense. Brassard gets there, handball called. And the Vikings quickly put the ball into play. Didn't expect that. Gilbus down the far side. Burtz gets there, makes a nice move. And the first real play past midfield for the Vikings, and Burtz is there to take the ball away. Vikings have had a couple of plays where they got not quite to the 18, but deeper in Northeastern territory than they have. And but usually that was just one player that was trying to run up on the ball with not much success. And here come the Lady Cougars again. Brassard on the far side. Off a deflection, she gets it right back again, trying to keep it going, and does. Up for Casey. Casey gets by another one. Casey, a pass for Walter. Walter will get a shot from there. Crosses over. Here comes Dutil. Dutil with a shot that was ticketed for the short side and deflected just at the last second by the Moriah defender. Number 9, Amy Drake. Amy Drake got there just in time to take a goal away from Rachel Dutil.
Good passing out there, Cougars.
LaFountain with a much better kick this time. The Vikings are there. They look like they didn't. There was 3 of them. They didn't know whether they wanted to clear or not. And finally, their coach just hollered, "Get it out," and they did.
Push it in.
Desero to the outside for Bailey. Bailey and offsides. Dutil was originally offsides when the pass was made to Bailey. And if Bailey had kept the ball and worked her way past Dutil, it would have been a good play. But since she passed off to Dutil, and Dutil was originally offsides when Desero made the first pass, then Norton was forced to call the offsides. In the center for LaFountain. LaFountain with a nice little touch to Burtz. Burtz goes up through the middle. The Vikings are there and they clear. I think that's number 6, Harvish. Tifo comes out to control just inside the 18. Clark with a nice move. Clark to the outside for Walter. Walter, a through pass for Clark, broken up at the last second. Clark still trying to get a shot off, and it's finally cleared to the far side. Picked up by Chappell. Casey will not allow Chappell to move the ball to midfield, and finally gets control off a deflection deep in Vikings territory. Picked up by Kim Harvish. Out of bounds, and it'll be throw-in for Northeastern. Burtz. Burtz can get a shot off and does. Actually, this was a cross. Dutil trying to keep it in bounds, and she does. It's right in front of the net. 3 Northeastern players can't get the shot off. Brassert, Walter, and Bailey. They're running from left to right. The ball's going from right to left. They just couldn't get the shot off. And it's finally cleared to the far side, picked up by Chappell. Chappell goes back for control, deeper in her own zone. Walter reads the outlet, intercepts, gets the shot off, and it hits the outside of the net. 1:32 remaining in the first. 5-0 Northeastern, and it'll be a goal kick for the Vikings. Desero has her first pass blocked. Can't get the second pass off, and here come the Vikings. Bryant. Bryant still trying to control on the near side. Desero overtakes her. Makes a step over move. Here come the Vikings, and they'll get a throw in. Vikings showed their inexperience right there, trying to throw the ball not only across the field but actually back. And that's a better one down the wing for Bryant. Broken up by Bailey. Dutil can't control, but it goes out of bounds off Gajewski. Now Walter back to Dutil. That could have been dangerous, not called. Walter still controlling. Crosses over for LaFountain. LaFountain will get a shot inside the 18. LaFountain with the shot. Tifo with the stop, and it's out of bounds. Corner kick for Northeastern. But with only 12 seconds remaining, if they want to get this corner kick off, they're going to have to hurry. 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's the buzzer. If it goes in now, it won't count. And after 1, it's 5-0 Northeastern. And we'll be back with the start of the second half.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. Gilroy. Happy birthday to you. Hey, we'll take autographs after.
Second half underway in this 5-0 Northeastern lead. Fay intercepts, through pass, misplayed by Harvish to the outside, and it'll be a throw-in for Northeastern. Fay with a long throw. Sample can't control. And it's cleared out into the center. Burt should get there first and does. High, just over the crossbar. And it'll be a goal kick for the Vikings. We expect the second half to be a repeat of the first, in that the game will be played almost exclusively in the Viking zone. And there it is, Sample. Right off a weak goal kick, just outside the 18, takes control and unassisted. Brandy Sample with the 6th goal for Northeastern. Brandy Sample unassisted at the 43-second mark of the second half, and it's 6-0 Northeastern. A situation where a weak goal kick, Sample gained control just outside the 18, walked in to about the 12 or 13 yard line and just put a low shot into the far post. Defoe had no chance. And it's 6-0 Northeastern. Fay to the outside. Trip is called, and it'll be direct kick for the Vikings. And Northeastern will throw it in. I don't know if I'd call that a trip, Calvin, but
Keep working, cougars.
long throw in over the head of the midfielders to Sample. Sample trying to control and does. A through pass too far. Fay gets there anyway, off a deflection to Gooley. Gooley trying to turn it just outside the 18 and puts a shot in that gets by Tifo. I don't know if that ball was going to be wide or if Tifo actually deflected it wide. I guess they're going to call it a goal kick, so apparently Tifo didn't touch it. And again, a weak goal kick, taken this time by Favreau, broken up at the last second before she can get the shot off. Kavanaugh hustling, gets in, or rather, yeah, Kavanaugh. Hustling gets in and takes the shot. It deflects off the Viking defender and out of bounds. Sample, heels. Picked up by Desereau, and Gooley just a step off.
Way to push the ball in, Haley.
Chipped right back in by Desereau. Gooley again can't get to it. Just bouncing a little too high. And the Vikings will do it again. And we'll see if the Vikings will continue to put their goal kicks right up the center of the field, or if sooner or later they're going to learn that they need to put it to the outside. Not yet, they haven't. Stopped by Burtz. Burtz turns it, gets by. Favreau is there. If she can get the cross off, she stops it before it goes out of bounds, but not in position to get the cross off. Favreau now off a deflection, gets it to Sample. Sample, the left-footed shot, goes through. Shot by LaFountain and stopped by Tifo. The best save of the night by far by Ashley Tifo, who's had a tough night in goal for the Vikings. Now Burtz. Burtz still controlling. Burtz still controlling. Tries to push a pass through. It's broken up by Gachewski. Now picked up on the far side by Bryant. Bryant up the wing. Just about the midfield before it goes out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Northeastern. 35-27 remaining in the second. It's 6-0 Northeastern. And the Vikings have given up on average about 7.5 goals a game. So this is just about an average game, I guess, for the Vikings. If Northeastern can put one more in, maybe two. Kavanaugh tries to turn it and does. Punch through, Faye is there, gets a weak shot off, and Tifo makes a kick save. Harvish tries to clear up and does out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Northeastern. Long throw for Gooley. Gooley trying to turn it. Crosses to the other far side. Burtz is there. Missed kicks. Northeastern, no communications there, but Burtz comes away with the ball. Now LaFountain. LaFountain runs into a defender. Too many bodies in the center there, and Burtz finally with a shot that goes wide. Sample comes away again with the goal kick off a Viking defender and fires wide. Whoever is keeping the shots on goal tonight is going to run out of ink, I think. To LaFountain, LaFountain to Desereau. Desereau tries to turn it and does. It'll be wide. We'll have to take a picture of Chantel Carden later on in a little bit, see how lonely she is standing under the clock. Not quite under the clock. Clark with the shot, hits the outside of the net. But from this angle, it appears that she's standing just a little off center of the clock. 32-37 remaining. It's the ball yet this game. Lucky it's not a cold, windy night, because this would be the type of night that a goalie can get hypothermia standing out there with nothing to do. Fired by Dutil over top of the net. And this is, quite frankly, this is a little embarrassing for the Vikings. And here comes Dutil again. To the outside for Dutil. With a nice cross in the center, stopped by Brassard. Trying to get the shot off. Finally does, and it's in the net. Northeastern's 7th goal scored by Gina Brassard. I'm going to give the assist to Amanda Clark. I believe she was the one that touched it before Brassard put it in the net. And it's 7-0 Northeastern. And here comes Bowman on the far side trying to get the 8th. Crossed inside the box, stopped by Harvish. And it's out of bounds, and it should be a throw-in for Northeastern. Headed. And LaFountain is there off a header from Clark. And here we go again. LaFountain fires over top of the net, and it'll be a goal kick for Moriah. Stopped by Bowman. Clark is there. Fires to the far post, just too far. Sample back in for Northeastern as the Vikings again. A short, matter of fact, I thought that might have been inside the 18, but Dutil fired it wide. Now that's a little bit better. Still in the center, but at least it's over the forwards. Now Burtz, broken up. It goes far side. It should go out of bounds and does. And it'll be a throw in for Northeastern. Down to 29-29 rather, remaining in the second. Out of bounds, and Northeastern will do it again. Bowman chest to Desero. Desero chips inside the box, and Tifo comes out to make the stop and then takes a tumble. Burtz to Casey. Casey, a through pass, broken up. Burtz gets there. Burtz still controlling, just at the 18. A pass through for Clark. Clark trying to turn it. Finally gets the shot off, and it's blocked. And Brassard on the near side. Gets it to Boardman. Boardman back to Brassard. Brassard will get a cross off. And it finally goes out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick for the Vikings. Bowman. Off for deflection to Dutel. Dutel on the far side. Crosses over. Clark is there. Can't get the shot off, and Brassard can't. Just a step away. Brassard crosses again, this time picked up by Casey. Casey gives way for Boardman and goes out of bounds, and it'll be a corner kick, I believe. No, going to be a goal kick. I thought Norton was signaling a corner. Again, a little bit better on the goal kicks. Favreau just into the game with a little pass for Gooley. Gooley tries to turn it and does, and it's in the net. Northeastern's 8th goal. Trish Gooley from Christy Favreau at the 12:40 mark of the second half. And that was a kind of a funny shot by Gooley. Had some English on it. Had some top spin. And Tifo, the Moriah goalie, went down on her knees, and the ball just kind of curved right around her into the net. Clark intercepts the throw in, and here she goes. The Moriah defense way back, so nobody able to stop Northeastern before they're deep into the Viking zone. Finally cleared out by Harvish, and right back in again. Bailey on the far side. Pass intercepted by Drake, and here comes Moriah just over midfield, out of bounds, and a throw in for Northeastern. One of these times it might be that Chantal Carnet has to touch the ball. Not sure when that might be. Drake with a little bit, again, a little bit better on the goal kicks. And Briggs keeps it going for the Vikings. Sample controls back into the center for Casey. Casey. Now Clark picks it up. Northeastern just taking turns. Clark wants to get a shot off. It's finally cleared, and it should be a handball on his, and it'll be a direct kick for the Vikings. Walter now playing in a fullback position. Sample also playing back in a halfback position. Long shot taken out of bounds, and goal kick for the Vikings. Bailey stops the goal kick on the outside. Dutel keeps it in bounds. Dutel with the cross attempt deflects out of bounds, and it'll be a corner kick for Northeastern. We're down to 24:39 remaining in the second half, and it's 8-0 Northeastern. Casey heads it straight up in the air. Finally, Sherman clears it out, and it's right back in again. Sample. Tifo comes out, but offsides is called, and it'll be a direct kick for the Vikings. Clark can't control, and it's pushed to midfield, but Bowman is there. Bowman to the outside for Bailey. Bailey tries to turn it. Nice play, Brenda Bailey to control through. Pass through for Favreau. Favreau, if she can get there. Tifo way out of the net. Teams trading kicks in the midfield, or in the center of the field, I should say. Picked up by Miron and cleared to the far side. It'll go out of bounds and it'll be a throw in for Northeastern. Favreau trying to turn it, can't, broken up. And off a deflection, Bailey. Bailey down the wing, too far for Dutil. Headed right back in by Casey. On the far side, broken up. Dutel comes away with it, pushes through. Gooley just 2 steps off, and Tifo with the stop. Bowman tries to go down the wing and does for Dutil. Dutil too far out of bounds, and it'll be a throw in for Northeastern deep in the Moriah zone. Casey turns it to Bailey. Bailey hits one hard, but right off the Moriah defense, and it's deep, or cleared deep, and that midfield turned by Walter and right back down for Dutil. Offsides. Out of bounds, and the Vikings will throw it in. Vikings deeper into Northeastern's territory, but Walter will have none of that. And here come the Vikings again. On the far side, Bryant. This is the deepest penetration I think the Vikings have had the entire game. We'll see if they can maintain any pressure, and they cannot, and it'll be a throw-in for Northeastern. Northeastern substitutions. Debbie Tremblay back in. She's playing up front. Faye back in, playing on the wing. Passes over for Tremblay. Tremblay has Kavanaugh, but can't get the ball to her, and it's punched out of bounds by Sherman. Sample. Nice ball down the wing. Stopped by Faye. Faye tries to turn it and does. She'll get a cross off. And it deflects out of bounds, and it'll be a corner kick for Northeastern. LaFountain will take the corner for Northeastern. Deflects off their own player. Faye trying to get there, trying to turn it. Can't get the shot off. 2 defenders. And it punched out, and Sample is there. Sample cuts it back in between 2 Moriah defenders, takes it deeper into the 18, finally punched in, and it's in the net. Debbie Tremblay. Northeastern's 9th goal. Debbie Tremblay assisted by Brandy Sample. And this is an old-fashioned blowout. Northeastern just about scoring at will. Yeah, our second ref has just showed up. I guess he thought it was going to be a 6:30 start, which is a normal start here at Northeastern, except when they play teams like Ticonderoga, Moriah, Saranac Lake. because they're just too far away and they need some time to get back home after the games are over. Tremblay on the far side, crosses. Bailey with the shot, and it's in the net. Brenda Bailey. Northeastern made it to double figures. 10th goal of the game scored by Brenda Bailey. I'm going to give the assist to Debbie Tremblay. She crossed from the far side, I believe. We'll look at the official tomorrow in the newspaper and see what the official says. But here comes Lady Cougars again. Tremblay in the center. Chest it down. Faye gets there, shoots over top of the net. Goal kick comes out. Off a deflection. Stopped by Faye. Faye pushes a pass through for Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh on the outside. Can't control it. Finally goes out of bounds, and it'll be a throw in for the Vikings. Kavanaugh breaks that up, crosses over for Favreau. Favreau off balance, takes a tumble, and Walter comes away with the clear. Sample. Trip is called, and it'll be a Viking direct kick. Viking direct kick, very low, stopped by Faye. Faye with the ball down the wing. Kavanaugh races for it. Tifo comes way out of the net and clears it up, but nobody in net. Faye with the shot, and it's wide. Goal kick stopped by Desiro. Desiro pushes through for Faye. Faye broken up at the last second. She gets it back. Kavanaugh with the shot off a defender. Casey blocked by Tifo, who didn't catch it. She just slapped it out back into the center. Here comes Desiro.
Nobody wants it. Come on.
Clark gets the shot off, and Tifo off the post and out of bounds. And Amanda Clark with a great shot just off the post. Jesus. Broken up by Casey. Off a deflection. Cleared out, and LaFountain. Broken up, and here come the Vikings in the center. Pushed through, Bailey gets there. Gives away to Bowman. Now Bailey on the far side. Bailey still carrying, has some room, gets it off to Favreau. Favreau, pass through for Desiro, and offside. Clark, far side for Favreau. Favreau still trying to control. Crosses. Desiro is there, gets the shot off, and it's in the net. Haley Desiro. Northeastern's 11th goal. They have exploded for 6 goals here in the second half. Desiro from Favreau at the 25:57 mark. And it is 11-0 Northeastern. LaFountain can't control out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for the Vikings.
30th of the year.
And Northeastern, as I said earlier, the Vikings entered this game before the game started. They'd given up 54 goals. Now they've given up 65 on the year. And Northeastern started, they've scored 19 goals before the game started, so now they're up to 30 on the year. Of course, this is one of those games that you see once in a lifetime. Offsides again. That has to be the Northeastern's goals are in double digits, and their offsides are in double digits. In a game like this, it's just a smile and a shrug of the shoulder, but those offsides can really be a big deal in a game against a tough team. Kavanaugh with a nice move. Goes straight up the middle. Off of deflection, Kavanaugh gets it right back again. And Sherman punches it into the center. Burtz is there to get it right back in Moriah territory. Now Favreau still controls inside the box and is taken down. Even in no comment. Christy Favreau taken down inside the box. Has to be helped from the field. I don't know if it was an ankle or a knee. There was a big pileup just about the 6-yard line, maybe 7-yard line. I thought in that situation it should have been called. I didn't think the defender was going for the ball. It looked like the defender was just crashed into Favreau. But Barry Norton's much closer than I am, so be it. But Favreau has to be assisted off the field, and hopefully it's just a twisted ankle or something, and we'll see her back, if not in this game, very shortly. And the next game, which will be, this is the Tuesday, so I guess their next game is Thursday. Bowman on the far side pushes through for Casey. Casey off a deflection gets to Dutil. Dutil to the outside for Gooley. Gooley keeps it going. A nice pass for Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh tries to turn it, and Tifo with the stop. Ball would have been wide, but Tifo wants to control, and she punts out. Stopped by Bowman. Bowman pushes through, and nobody there but Tifo. Stopped by Boardman, and Boardman dumps it right back in again. Offside again.
Come on, girls, work on that. Get back on side.
Sherman. Stopped by Boardman and right back in again. Vikings having a difficult time, and Dutil takes advantage of it. Bailey to Brassard. Brassard back to Bailey. Bailey crosses back to Brassard. She's looking for the hat trick, and it's cleared out by Sherman. Back to Bailey from Boardman, or Bowman rather. Back into the center. Dutil can't get the shot off, and now Boardman comes near side for Kavanaugh. And here come the Vikings. Briggs tries to go down the wing, but it goes out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Northeastern. Gooley crosses into the center. Dutil punches it right back to the outside again. Sherman gets there and clears out of bounds. And we're under 10 minutes now. 9:35 remaining in this second half. It's 11-0 Northeastern. And the Cougars with a throw in deep in Moriah's zone. Kavanaugh tries to turn it and does, and Tifo is there to make the stop. Brassard with two goals tonight. She scored the 5th goal of the first half and the 2nd goal here in the second. Offsides again. Burtz. Burtz to the outside for Brassard. Brassard back to Bailey. Can't get the shot off. Bowman pushes through, and Tifo with the stop. Casey chips high over the defense. Taken by Harvish. She can't control. And Dutil gets a weak shot that Tifo handles easily, and she punts out. Boardman comes near side for Gooley. Briggs should have let it run out of bounds, but it'll be Moriah ball anyway. Kavanaugh turns it off Sherman into the center. Miron can't clear. Casey pushes through. Goes to Brassert. Too tied up in the center, nobody there, so she puts it back for Bailey. Bailey gets the shot off, hits the side of the net. And with 7:15 remaining in the second, 11-0 Northeastern. And the Cougars trying to get 12. Offsides again. Nine different Cougars have scored tonight. Gooley and Brassert scoring 2. So a big offensive night for the Lady Cougars, admittedly against a weak Moriah club, but a lot of goals. Players that don't normally get as much playing time, having a good time, having fun tonight. Vikings try and come up the far side. Bowman with a lot of speed was deep in Northeastern zone, and then all of a sudden she caught up to Bryant on the far side. So Brandy Bowman showing some speed on the far side for Northeastern, down to 5:39 remaining in the second. Bowman going against 3 Viking defenders and comes away with the ball. Up for Casey. Casey broken up in the center, and the Vikings trying to get by again. Vikings late in the game trying to put something together, and they're deeper into Cougar territory, the deepest they've been. They made it to the 18, not quite under control, but they still made it to the 18. Out of bounds, not quite. Bowman comes away with it. Passes up for Casey, a fine little touch. Casey to Dutil. Dutil trying to turn it off a deflection. It goes deeper, nobody in the net. Tifo way out of the net. Dutil could have just chipped the ball over Tifo for a sure goal. And it's out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick. Sherman right in the center. Boardman trying to turn it. Punches to the outside for Bailey. Bailey slips, but the ball goes deeper off Brassert. And finally out of, no, it stays in bounds, up for Harvish. Now it's out of bounds, and it'll be a Moriah throw-in. 3:52 remaining. Brassert over for Dutil. Dutil out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick for the Vikings. Goal kick up into the center. Boardman gets it to Dutil. Dutil to the far side. And off the side of the net. And running right down to 3 minutes remaining in this second half. Short goal kick off Gooley, picked up by Gelbus. Now Bailey to Brassert. Brassert steps on the ball, and it's finally cleared out. Bowman on the far side catches up to Brandt, keeps it alive. Now Bailey to the outside, and then the Vikings punch back for control. Bowman, if she can switch fields, Boardman does, over for Fay. Fay out of bounds off her, and it'll be a throw-in for the Vikings. 2 minutes remaining. In the center, Burtz is there, deflects deeper into Northeastern zone. They both run over the ball, and then LaFountain comes away with it. Elise LaFountain in the center has plenty of room and switches fields over for Brassard. And it deflects off Gilbo deep into the Moriah zone, but wide, and Tifo comes out. 1.5 minutes. Off Brandt, straight up in the air, out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Northeastern. Offsides again. Casey keeps it going for Bailey. Bailey trying to turn it back. Finally crosses, broken up. Bailey gets it back, gets it to Brassard, and is called for the charge. And with 47 seconds remaining, it'll be Moriah direct kick. Burtz gets it right to Casey. Casey down to 35 seconds. Northeastern with an opportunity here. Gooley
Come on, girls.
tries to get it to Fay. Fay gets by Sherman, heels back, but Sherman is there. Sherman clears it, but intercepted by Fay with 15 seconds to Casey. Casey to Gooley. Back to Gooley. Fay crosses, and Dutil fires wide as the buzzer sounds, and the game is over. And a big wrap-up here. Walter started all this off at the 3:04 mark of the first. Walter from Dutil, and it was 1-0. Took Northeastern about 11 minutes at the 14:27 mark. LaFountain from Bowman for a 2-0 Northeastern lead. At the 19:18 mark, Favreau from Walter for 3 made it 3-0. Gooley from Walter at the 24:18 mark made it 4-0. And Brassard from Dutil at the 32:47 mark of the first made it 5-0 Northeastern after 1. In the second half, it took Brandy Sample only 43 seconds to make it 6-0. Unassisted Sample at the 43-second mark, and it's 6-0 Northeastern. Brassard from Clark at 8:22 made it 7-0. Gooley from Favreau at 12:40 made it 8-0. Trombley from Sample, 21:21 mark, made it 9-0. It only took Northeastern 20 seconds to score their 10th goal. Bailey from Trombley at 21:41, and Desereau from Favreau at the 25:57 mark rounded out the scoring, and it was an 11-0 thumping of the Moriah Vikings. All victories are good. Northeastern now has 30 goals on the year. They maintain their shutout run here, and this is their eighth shutout of the year. So a good victory for Northeastern, pretty much expected against this young Moriah team. Well, that's the way it was this 28th day of September 1999 at Northeastern Clinton Central School. Northeastern 11, Moriah nothing. Thanks for watching.